What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another amazing episode of the I'm Not Lucky, I'm Blessed podcast, the show where we celebrate young entrepreneurs on their achievements and then we inspire up and coming entrepreneurs to go make profit using their passion. And as usual, I'm your host, Lucky the Most. Enjoy the show. Hey, guys, how y'all doing? Another episode. And as usual, I have a special guest in the building with me. But before I introduce our special guest, guys, if this is your first time listening to the podcast, I want you to like, subscribe, and, share with your friends so they can get inspired by our amazing stories. Speaking of inspiration, our guest today is here to inspire us. He's here to motivate us to, use what we love and bless the world. You get it, right? He is the founder of the GE Basketball Academy. It's a non-profit organization that he started to help people back home in Nigeria, kids that, are interested in basketball and just don't know how to go about it. He started the foundation to help them, to keep their dreams alive, you understand, right? Trust me, this is an amazing episode. I've been looking for this for a long time, but finally, I have the one and only Greggory in the building. He's the tallest guy I know, man. Greg. Welcome, man.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you.
So thank you.
How you feeling?
Feel good. I can't wait. Let's get started.
I like the hat. What's the?
This is my new look. So I cut my dreads. So I just came up with this.
Okay.
Anything orange and a glass.
Okay, that's dope. So yeah, can you introduce yourself to our listeners? Like what you do and what the GE Academy Basketball Academy is all about.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for the question. So my full name is Greggory Iboibodin. I was born in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. Oba Tokbe to all our Benin people.
Right there.
So I was born there. I did some of my schooling there before I came to America in 2013.
Yeah.
But before I talk about how I came to America, I want to talk about what led me to do what I'm doing currently.
Yes,
with the camp, foundation and everything. So I think when I was like 12, 13, I play soccer every day all my life. That's my life.
Are you serious?
Soccer is my life. If I don't play soccer in school and after school, So my dream was to play soccer, but our parents did not support our dream. I know why that can happen because a lot of them did not go to school. So school is the only thing. So for me, after school, I'm on the soccer field. And if I come back, my dad will whip the crap out of me.
No man.
But guess what happened? The next day, I'm going back.
You're going back.
Because, when you love something, you cannot just,
I remember those days, man.
Nothing can, take you away from
it.
It doesn't matter how much they beat you.
They will beat you and you go back and do the same thing again.
So, so soccer was really it.
Yeah.
So I was getting taller slowly, and people kept telling my dad, let this boy play basketball now. Let this boy play basketball. My dad would just say, never. No. They don't even let me play soccer. Basketball. So that was crazy. So I think for my dad to listen to somebody, he must love and trust. You have certain people that you listen to. Their opinion matters.
Yeah.
So there was this engineer that my dad works with. He say, "Pa, this your picking tall. Make you go play basketball. May start. Opportunities fit come. He was very hesitant. No, all this one at school, he was very hesitant until he was like, okay, let's go start. Basketball.
Wow.
Let's go start doesn't mean he's
fully involved in it.
He's not involved.
Yeah.
Go and start is like permission. Go.
So, on the side, basketball.
On the side, but school was also
number one. Yeah.
So my mom took me. I met this coach, and I have a very bad experience with the coach, but that's why I took the pause. I met with this coach, and he became my head coach. He told me everything, what to do, come to practice, blah blah blah. So I think within 2 weeks of starting basketball, there was a camp in Warri. That's why it's important for kids. If you see there's an opportunity, there's a conference anywhere, sometimes, just, check it out.
Yeah, you never know.
Because in life now, you almost have to help yourself before somebody will, assist you.
At least you have to be there.
You have to be there. You know,
before they find you.
So there was that camp, and the coach told my dad to give me money so we can go to the camp.
Yeah.
And I think on my way to the camp, I stopped at a place called Ring Road to buy cap, just this cap. I bought 2 that day, and I think one was Bob Marley, Jamaican color, green, yellow, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the other one was a regular cap. So I was wearing the Bob Marley one, and I got to the camp, and there was a coach that saw me in Lagos. Guys, let's tell our listeners, sometimes your helpers are in a location you did not expect to even be. So this coach saw me, was like, hey, come here, what's your name? I said, Greggory. He took my cap and wore it. And he was like, where you from? How old are you? I said I was 13. And he was like, wow, you're very tall, you're young. Then he gave me his number. He said, call me. And I know my coach from Benin. Like, he'll kill me. If he even find out that I talk to anybody, I'm dead.
Are you serious?
So I took the number and I deleted it later because I didn't want to get in trouble because
respect.
Out of respect for my coach.
For your coach,
He said call me. He didn't really tell me what he wants to do. Like no plan. He just said call me.
Call me.
And his name is Coach Charles. So shout out to Coach Charles. He's a guy from Lagos. He has helped over 300 Nigerian, maybe 500. I'm familiar with the numbers.
Serious?
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of my friends, like more than 500 people
went through him
to America. So I deleted the number, and I did something that day that kind of like make him remember me for life.
Really?
So when he took that cap, he gave it back to me. I said, Coach, keep it. I said, keep it, Coach. It was like, why not? It's your own. I said, Coach, keep it. I said, I bought 2. Because, me, I'm very good at giving. I'm a person that, I like to share.
Yeah.
We are Nigerians, so we
sharing
is just part of
what
we grew up with. So I gave him that. I was like, this boy don't know me. Just
give you cap.
Just give me. And he actually liked the cap fit him. So after the camp, during the camp, I met with some of my friends that are in America today. I met with some of my friends. And I think on my way to where we were supposed to sleep, I saw my best friend, Victor, that I just talked to you about, that has a podcast show.
Sure, yeah.
So I saw him carrying like 3 luggages like to the place we're sleeping. All his friends from Lagos, like nobody's helping him. I'm like, I said, guy, you need help. On our way to the place. The place was kind of far. Ogbori Koko Secondary School. That's the name of
you love Ogbori Koko.
Ogbori Koko Secondary School was the name of the school we slept at on that camp.
Ogbori Koko.
So that's how I helped this dude.
Yeah.
I helped the guy carry the bag, and we became close friends. We exchanged to go and all that stuff.
To go that year.
To go. Bad people. I didn't do bad stuff with to go. To go is like Snapchat today. But you have to subscribe. So a few months later, guess what? That friend that I helped carry that luggage, I saw him. I saw a picture of him on Facebook. This guy was in America, like Miami. I was like, coconut trees. I was like,
just a few months.
Just a few months. Let's say within 3-4 months. Yeah. We still talk on to go, but nobody tell you their business what's going on.
Yeah.
I can be going to London tomorrow. I wouldn't even tell you. So, I saw him on Facebook. I said, Afa, I just DM me. I was like, yo, who helped you? He mentioned the name Coach Charles. That was the guy that gave me his number, like to call him.
That you deleted.
I deleted because I was scared.
Yeah,
I was young now, So I said, hey, give me his number. So he gave me the number and I called him. Hello, who is this? I said, Greg, it's me now, Greg from Benin. That guy that gave you that cap. The first thing he said was like, you stupid motherfucker. Did I not tell you to call me? I was like, sorry, coach. I was very scared. I was nervous. Like, come here. I want to help you. I really like you. You're very tall. I think you have potential. Like,
are you serious?
I think, I know you don't know how to play basketball, but from what I see in you, like, you're one of those kids that I believe, can make it. Like, just come, I'll help you. I was like, coach, I'm in school right now, but I'll come December period.
Yeah.
Then it's quite a journey. It's a story. So come December, I told my dad I want to go to Lagos.
Yeah.
My dad doesn't know all these people, but I want to go to Lagos. My dad was like, do you have family member in Lagos that you want to go see? Like, I was like, I need to go to Lagos. Nah, I already saw my friend in America. Like, I need to go to Lagos. Like, he said, like. So I called the coach, like, you have to help me beg my dad. My dad doesn't want to. And, after a few arguments, blah, blah, we, gave me money. I went to Lagos, stayed there for like 3 weeks. I was going back and forth and stuff. And in less than 6 months, I got my scholarship. I went for my interview. I think they denied 7 people in front of me. And when it got to my turn, they just give me. And then they gave it to the guy behind me because the guy chased me. I was like, oh, now your luck shine. They give me 2. So that was it. And I didn't know that the day I got my visa, I was leaving the next day. As I pick up my visa, the school I was going to, they already booked my flight for the next day.
Are you serious?
I didn't even get time to see family, enjoy, and that's how I landed in America. So,
amazing story.
Amazing story.
Amazing story.
And a lot of amazing story happened
from helping people
in America. So, but somebody did help me, and his name is Coach Charles Ibiezako. He has helped a lot of other people, a lot of other young talents. I still respect him today. I still show him love. If you call him today, the first person will mention my name just because of, of the things I've done, and some of the things he has done has also rubbed into me. So without, him, the people I've helped today will not be where they are. Many of them will not have the opportunity that they have today.
I feel you.
So that's how I got to America. So that's my, the whole.
Wow. Thanks for wrapping that story up in less than.
I'll make it speed. I'll speed up next time.
But it's really amazing how you help your best friend. Imagine if you had not helped him with the luggage, you understand, right? And you had acted like the rest of the world and just ignored him to struggle, you wouldn't have gotten...
I will get the number back.
The number back,
yeah.
Yeah.
So he really helped me there.
That's crazy. And also, if you didn't give that coach that hat, because...
So remember
that that's what made you stood out, because he probably met a lot of tall black boys. You understand,
It's right? A lot of tall people from that camp,
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing, man. Yeah, great job. Okay, so now I see where you're coming from. Someone helped you to get to this point.
Yeah,
so
somebody helped me.
You're giving it back to
to
people.
100-folds.
100-folds.
Yeah.
How did you? Okay, at what point in your life did you realize that I should start this academy, and then how did you go about it?
I would say it was in high school.
Yeah.
Because when I played for these Nike EYBL circuits. And I was also invited to a bunch of camps by Nike and all these other brands. So those camps, they give us shoes. They can give one player 7-8 shoes.
Are you serious?
And outside of that, the team I play for, they still give us shoes. My school also give us shoes. So when the season is over, I'm gathering all this stuff. I know I don't have the means to send it to Nigeria, but at least I'm saving it. I don't think I've wasted anything since I came here. I always take it back because I know somebody needs it more than me. So I think that year I came to America, I think I sent some shoes back home, but it wasn't for camp or anything. I think it was 2016 was the first time it came to my mind, all those shoes when they gather.
Yeah.
How about you carry them, go house,
organize,
and do something. So, but I didn't have the means because the first time I went back to Nigeria, I only went to Nigeria with $160 because I'm a high school student. I don't work, So I didn't really have means. So I went to the basketball place and I just called the tall guys because I only have size 15.
Yeah.
I called all the tall guys, assembled them, and I brought them to the cars you. Hey, you guys should go to Lagos. Yes, Coach Charles' number. You guys should call him. This guy helped me, And if I tell you 90% of those people that I met, if I met 6 of them in America right now because they listen. Yeah. If anyone that's not here, maybe just follow up.
Believe.
Yeah. So that was that's when it started. And college shoes just kept and I started building relationship with friends. If you play for Townsend, for example, after your season, I'll be like, yo, we have people back home gather your shoes. Don't let people waste shoes. Or don't let them give it to all these other organizations. Talk about this stuff. Talk to your people to gather it.
Yeah.
What I do is that I will pay for all the shipping. Doesn't matter where in America.
Yeah.
And I got issues from a lot of places. I also have a friend in the NBA, Udoka Azubike.
Yeah.
So they also have new shoes. Superstars. A lot of them wear these shoes. That guy also sent me shoes, and I put them together, drive them to New York. And then I ship it to Nigeria ahead of time before I come.
Yeah.
So that's
how long before you go?
It just depends, but it usually takes 2-3 months to ship. So the last one I did was July, and I went to Nigeria December. It was even there way ahead of time. But I have to be there for it to for the camp to go well because if you give certain people things to handle. There will be some bias. They might want to kick
nepotism.
some players out. No, you get that. You did not
favorite.
come
They'll give to favorite.
They might sell your shoes. So I was like, no, I have to be there. So that's how I did the camp in 2021.
Yeah.
And 2023, this January. So I can if you want me to dissect, each of the camp.
Yep.
I can,
So let's start with the first camp you did.
Yeah.
You get it, right? Because I mean, the first time doing it, you probably were nervous and all that. You didn't know, how to go about it. But like, what was the process also like, and what did you learn from that first camp?
Yeah, that first camp was very, I felt like I was unprepared, even if everything went smooth.
Yeah.
I think I learned from it. What I did was I just called it was basically everybody I met on the basketball court, like,
come,
I'm doing a camp.
Yeah.
Come. I think about 74 people showed up, and I did the camp. But from that camp, I knew that not everybody is really interested in basketball.
That is tall is really basketball.
You don't have to be tall, but not everybody's really interested. Some people are just there for the shoes and all that stuff. So I learned that from that, and some people were also inspired. Even if some people I just said they are not really interested, they are just there for. A lot of people are also inspired because they see what you're doing. They also want to do it. From that camp that I went to, when you see certain people, I wish I could do this thing in the future. Like you cannot tell yourself. I was like,
next year I'll do it.
To say I feel do this thing, if I feel do this thing. But I didn't know that, in 7 years' time I'll be doing all those stuff, So that first camp was good. The organization was all right. I had a few coaches that were there. Printed jersey last minute. You know how that stuff goes. Yeah. So it wasn't the best, but everybody learned something from it.
Gotcha.
But from that first camp, I knew certain people that I believe, just as that coach told me, saw potential. I knew certain people there. So I think from that camp, I took 3 of them left. Not just the camp that I do, I also offer scholarship opportunities for them.
Yeah.
So as they found out that, wow, this guy, they move people. Wow. The next camp was 200 people.
And the first one was how many?
Yes, 74.
74 to 200.
So it's like word of mouth.
Huge,
that guy don't travel out. That guy, So the second camp was more organized. It was more shoes. It was more jerseys. I printed jersey for everybody. Though my initial plan was 100, because I want to make sure the coaches benefit too. If I'm giving the players shoes, I want to make sure coaches also get shoes because, it's hard. They don't, to buy all this stuff is very expensive.
Yeah.
So, but because I have 200 people, so I have to give about 130 people shoes, then the rest of them jerseys just to compensate
for coming.
For coming.
Yeah.
So, but I also learned a lot from having that much numbers. Now, I think it's not about the numbers; it's about the people that needs it because. There's a lot of people that would have come. A lot of people are just fake. Some coaches were printing extra application to give to other people that were not supposed to be there. So I think if I have an opportunity to do another one, which I have planned to next year, I will call each coaches and give them 5 slots each. I'll make sure my signature is in and it will be numbered 1, 2, 3. So when they return the form back to me, you won't get
2-1.
2-1 or 2-8
or 2-8.
You'll get busted. So we'll know who did it.
Yeah.
So but there's more to talk about it. But let me just stop there so we can cool off and re-energize.
I like that. The same thing happened to us when they were giving us scholarship to come to school here. At first we thought it was a joke, but then we got to the place in Lagos, and then I think they wanted about 100 students.
100 students.
But discovered there was 100 or something.
Oh, shit.
Because people were just sending out the emails to a random person.
Yeah.
If you have a brother, you can just say, oh boy, take this email. When you come to the gate, just show children for the gates and the email with this, then go allow you.
They'll allow you in.
Yes. And security didn't know, the numbers. So everybody just came in and we were more than the people that were supposed to leave. So they had to do a screening.
Questioning.
Exam.
Oh, wow.
Exam. The next day, there had to be a screening. You have to test. They had to test us, and then if you fail, you leave. So now even the people that legitimately came failed and left.
Oh wow, that's tough.
It is tough, man. The people that legitimately came failed and left. So it just reminds that when there's an opportunity, everybody will send money, try to help.
Yeah, as much as you can.
As
you know.
you can, yeah.
Yeah, we think we'll do a good job in like screening. Even at that camp, I almost kicked some people out because I kind of knew who were not invited, but I was like, if I do that, it will hurt a lot of these kids for a long time. The coaches was like, they don't have forms, like blah blah blah. I was like, but they should partake in it. And those are the people that majority of them got like jerseys because a lot of them wanted shoes, but I gave them jerseys just to compensate for that. Yeah.
So what's the purpose of the academy?
So the academy is part of the camp. The academy is for us to have a base. If coaches in America are looking for like
players,
young kids, basketball players, so they I have to do it through the academy because they just cannot be random kids.
Randomly picking.
I can't just go be picking people from Lagos, Bayelsa, like, hey, I have scholarship for you. Yes. So they have to go through that process, and the academy is not where it needs to be yet. We're working on a way to like get it registered. We're looking for a way to build a basketball court so that these people have a place.
Private one for you.
Private one. So I have a video of my phone of the place that I want to do it, but I'm still trying to like talk to the community that I'll build it for free, but kids can be coming there to train, and I plan to have a coach that will be coaching them because I believe one of the disadvantages of playing basketball is not starting it early.
Yeah.
If you don't start early, you miss out on a lot of stuff. Muscle memory. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I started the academy. I just kind of use my name and my last name, GE to like start it. But if there's a better name in the future, I'm open to changing it.
That name makes sense.
But for now, just name it, GE. Create an account for them.
Short and simple.
Short and simple. And I've been really poor with posting. We've had a lot of successes. We have a lot of students in America now.
Yeah.
From the past 2 years I have not posted. I just posted on my personal, but I think I should be posting on the academy profile.
People so people can believe that this is really, really working.
Yeah, I just
testimonies of people that.
It's true. I just think because my profile is way bigger, that's why I like put them there. But I should put it on the actual accounts. Keep record of all these people.
Yeah. I feel like you should just have someone in Nigeria that can run the account for you.
True.
And then give them. Maybe you're busy, you understand, right? And I understand because you're trying to make money. But how that time you can just give it to someone and let them be managing the account, posting all these things. So it's like consistently, and that's what I won't even lead to. So like when the camp is over, like do they still practice, or after the camp, they just cool down till the next camp?
They do practice they have their practice like schedule.
Yeah.
A lot of them try to like make it. It's not easy for all of them. A lot of them don't have money to.
Parents don't believe in this.
A lot of parents are not like supportive of these kids' dream.
Yeah.
A lot of them just know that my friend don't travel out now. Maybe I should go start basketball because
so they have to travel too.
Like I saw my friend in America. Not that I'm not interested in America. Like I've always felt like I don't belong to. I belong to Nigeria, but I always felt like I don't see myself here. I don't know why. So just from me seeing my friend on Facebook, I was like, give me that coach number when I don't delete. Just from. Just a lot of kids seeing me, year two, they wish they can be in my position. A lot of people, you get inspired.
Yeah.
Just like we look up to somebody, if I get Ronaldo money like this, this world go bad. You look up to something. Yeah. So, and a lot of these kids, and given the, situation now in Nigeria, a lot of these kids now are not looking for a way out. Yeah. And a way out is, either you become an artist, blow. Like Rema, or you play sports because that's it. That's the only way out, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know somebody gave to me.
Yeah,
now I'm giving back. As much as I can because all these kids that I have that I've brought here now they have their own opportunity to get a good education, go to college, get your master's degree, help your family. If you can make it to the NBA, it's a win for all of us. It's a win for Edo State, Nigeria, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why So I think there's something with giving. I think giving is a way to unlock supernatural blessings, all those kind of things.
If you hold back, nothing is coming.
Yeah. So
I love that, man. So there's something you said about starting late in basketball. You get right, and now it affects you. Muscle memory and all that. Like, did that affect you too? Because you said you were playing football at first, and then at the age of maybe 12 or 13, you started playing basketball. How did that affect you? The fact that you didn't start on time. You understand, right? Like, what role did that play in your life?
It plays a lot. I think me playing soccer than basketball helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because we run a lot. I think it helped me be conditioned. Gives you certain type of footwork.
Yeah.
But starting early, like looking at the way America has done it, like a lot of these kids, they pick this passion early in their life. At 2, 3, you see a lot of these kids, their dad are taking them to practice. They are always with them the whole time, having them. And a lot of these kids, by the time they are like 12, 13, even if they will end up being tall like me, they will have like the skills of like point guards, because there's different position and point guards, For someone like me who's tall, most of us, I will make a move right now. When they're telling us to bounce the ball, like we are like this, because we, when you was little, you are closer to the ground, you're closer to the ball, it's easy. Like you grow with the ball.
So you can be like this now.
And when you are like 6'9", 6'10", and somebody just tell you go and play basketball, you just start it, and then you find yourself in America with all this opportunity. Now you have to like stay in the gym like a lot. Like, you have to learn a lot of things, and basketball is a very competitive sport. People can still make it without all those things, but catch them young. Like, if you know a lot of the things you know today, if you knew that 20 years ago, like think about it. So that's why it's easier to like get started early, and and a lot of all these kids are already doing it. You see some kids are like 10, 8, they were at the camp. I was like, wow, so you guys are already liking basketball at this age.
I used to play basketball too.
Oh, for real?
There was a point in my life that I thought I was going to play, like, be a professional basketball player.
I hate basketball.
Back in primary school, I loved basketball. That was the only sport that I played, but life happened. Long story short, life happened, and then we moved on. But I see what you're talking. Like, I remember when I was telling my family that I want to do basketball. My uncle, he's like, basketball is one of those sports in Nigeria that does not even have any head. You understand, right? That was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
He's like, if you had said football or something, but basketball, like, he's like, guy, go and become a lawyer. You get so at the end of the day, it's like, go and become a lawyer. But that's a typical Nigerian family. You get if you. You either become a lawyer, doctor, or engineer.
Those three. If you are not one of those three, nothing else.
Or pilot,
we always talk. We want to be a president. There's a lot of things we promise ourselves when we're little, or when they asked us in class, "What do you want to be?" We said a lot of things that are not possible right now. President of Nigeria.
President of Nigeria.
I want to be a pastor. Never.
But I feel like it's possible, Sha. But it's just our upbringing. Just shut up. Don't say that. It's just the environment you grow up in. You understand, right? Because as kids, we had this mindset that everything was possible. But as we started growing up, it started restricting us. Like how you were telling me that you were playing basketball and you try to shoot and then they'll tell you not to shoot.
Oh yeah.
you get right. Like these things happen that just try to brainwash us to believe that this presidency is not possible. Let us look for the nearest one that But yeah. Because even the people that are president were once kids before.
Oh, they were once kids, But if we track them back historically, it's either they from a really famous family or they were just they were some important person, because how the old things be, right? If you are the oldest in the community, like you are like the elders amongst men. You decide who gets the land, and you basically own majority, even if So the society you grow up in sometimes can shape how you think, how how you see the world,
It is. So now this camp, what do you guys train the kids? Like, what are you training them for? What kind of exercises do you do? What drills do you guys do? Like, what's the routine in the camp?
So the camp is pretty easy. But the most important thing is the message. It's not really what they do, because we're not doing this camp to be like a a do or die competition, because you know how all this work. You know, people think, oh, the opportunity is there if I play well, but you know, we don't preach that. The message is that, you know, if you want to make it in life through basketball, like, you have to work hard.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of explain how it is done in America. You have to wake up at 5 o'clock, go to the gym and lift.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go to class from 8 o'clock to 2. You come back for practice for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
Then you go to study hall and all that stuff. Like, you know, we're trying to like preach the message that, hey, all these you guys are coming once a week to practice. Like, if you really want that opportunity, you need to do more. Like, or if you want an opportunity with basketball, you need to take it serious. You need to take school serious, because if your grades are not good too, you cannot play. So it's about the message. So for the physical things that we do, it's just, you know, trying to get them warm, get them loose, and then we teach them certain drills. You know, that drills we're trying to, like, you know, it's kind of like fundamental. You know, you know, for the younger ones, we teach them how to bounce the ball, how to pass, you know, all those little things, how to shoot, you know, all those specific stuff. But we are not trying to like make you a professional
savage.
We are not going to get you there. We are there to just kind of like, it's kind of like
it's like the basic.
Yeah, basic. You know, you know, like, let's say, you know, people come to lift at your place. You don't just kill them the first day. The first day, you're trying to see how free they are. Like, how can they follow instructions? Can you? And then you test them from that. You know, while you're doing that, you are like also, like, you know, catching, you know, you are learning from the kids too. Do they listen? Do you tell them something? Do they listen? Do they remember? Like, you know, we also tested them academically too, you know. So some of the things I tell them in the morning when I assemble them, I'll ask a question, you know, and I, you know, ask this kid's question, and, you know, if they remember, and a lot of them do, you know, but the whole thing is just to pass a message to them, and also how they can use basketball as a tool. You know, just because you play basketball doesn't mean you have to go to the NBA. No, it's basketball is like a vehicle. You know, the way you bounce it, that's how somebody drive a car. You know, it's like a vehicle. You can use it to go so many places. If you perfect it at an early age, there comes an opportunity, you know, that can go with it. You know, an opportunity meets preparation. Everything just click at once. So perfect it early, and you know, if you come here, some people will come here and decide to play American football, and then they get scholarship from that. Even me, I play soccer and basketball. Basketball was the one I ended up choosing because I was tall, you know, and I got more scholarship, over 30 scholarship just from playing. You know, I didn't start at 2 years old or 5 years old. Just from the little I learned and throughout my time in high school, I was able to get that much, you know, scholarship to, you know, to play for free. And why is it a vehicle? You know, I've also been able to use it to help my family. You know, I've brought a lot of my siblings, you know, to America too. I think 4 of us are here now. My both parents have also come. So it never ends. You know, there's still more to do with just that opportunity that I took in 2013. So it's a vehicle, and it can really help a lot of people, you know, see the other side of the world, you know, do big things, even if you don't play professionally.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's deep. Basketball as a vehicle. Yeah, it's a tool. I agree with you, man. At the end of the day, you don't even know where you end up, you understand, right? But just make use of the one in front of you, one step at a time, and just, you know, keep going. Yeah. But there's something you said that I really, that caught me. You said something that the kids, you are not trying to, you know, teach them to be, you know, savages and all that, but you're trying to teach them the basic of how important it is to wake up at 5 a.m. to train. You're trying to tell them what it takes to play at the top level.
Trying to be like me.
To be like you, this is
what you expect.
Yeah, but like, but let's be honest, the place we're from, do you think we have that kind of opportunity? Like, not even to train, you understand? Because success is when preparation meets opportunity, right? Do we even have the time to do the preparation? Do we have that 5 a.m.? Do we, with the life we live back home in Nigeria, everything, you've been through it, you understand, right? You grew up in Nigeria, you played basketball, you understand, right? Do you think people have even the opportunity to do the preparation?
I think with the way Nigeria is set up, no. But some part of Nigeria, it's possible. Yeah. Like when I visited my coach in Lagos, if he gets to the gym before you are dead that day. Like, You know, I wish they can tell people go and dig your grave. There are a lot of us would have dug it. Do not let him. So and life to us at that time was very hard. You know, I would people will not. If I'm the one sitting here, people don't know how many times I walk from Onikman in Lagos, walk to stadium every day because there's two choices. I have 100 naira. It's either I walk or eat. So, you know, I can either enter motor with the money or I eat if I reach stadium. Which one? Yeah. Guess what? We choose the business decision. We walk and then eat. Walk and walk. So Nigeria is not built for that, but you know, everybody can, you know, everybody have their own journey. Like, you know, I did all those stuff. So even if Nigeria is not set up, I think individuals can like come up with a way to perfect themselves. You know, there's 2 kids I brought recently. My brother was one of them. He's in California right now. And another one was in Kentucky. Despite all these guys, I told them they are doing nothing. I told them to run at least 3-4 miles a day. So I told them to go to certain estates because I know I grew up there. Yeah. I said, run that estate 10 times. They told me like, bros, no,
10 times.
Yeah, like make sure you run the whole estate. That's one. Like run the whole estate 10 times. They thought I was crazy. Like these bros, they crazy. Like what did they talk? Like, bros, we do 2 or 3. Like that 10 too much. Oh. Too much. Thank God they are both in America right now. And
now they see what you were saying.
And 2 days ago, my brother called me like, bros, that's when you talk that time, man. If you see run when we run, if they put on for a road. We go reach Ore from Benin. If we reach Ore, I was like, exactly. That's part of the message. Like, you know, we preach to all these kids like, you have to do this, you have to do that, because they think they are doing so much, but they're not really there. You know, really. And you know, so even with a bad situation, you can still make something out of it. So that's why even if Nigeria is not set up like that, you can still find a way to like, you know, get yourself, you know, there. You don't.
There's your level. There's what you can do even in that.
Level. Even with all the difficulty, you can still do something. Yeah, you know, no matter what.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. Because life gives you not what you asked for, but kind of like what you're prepared for. You know, like there was a point in my life when, even before I started exercising, I knew this is what I wanted to do. You get right back in Nigeria, and Nigeria, no gyms, no nothing. So I saw a magazine. A friend of mine was going through a magazine. I was like, I saw the body of this bodybuilder. I was like,
like this guy.
People they look like this. You understand? Right? I was like, I don't know. People, like I've never seen this before. I was like, people can look like this. Yeah, like people do. And it's like, oh, but it's not here in Nigeria. Like our life cannot allow us
cannot be like that.
To be like that. But I was like, wow, I just got so fascinated by it. Like I was like, I want to look like this. Like what can I do to look like this? And the guy was like, it's a lot, but if you can do push-ups and sit-ups, you know.
Like you thought it was just those 2.
Like that's literally what he told me. If you can do push-ups and sit-ups,
damn,
you have this body. You understand, right? Greg, come see me every day.
Every day.
I was doing I did push-ups and sit-ups till it became second nature to me. Then I was like, okay, someone had told me about weights. You get it, right? I had another friend that kind of like had little size. I was like, how do you get this size that you have? It's like, oh, dumbbells and this thing. I was like, how can I do that? It's like bicycle tire, you know those bicycle rims, you understand, right? Yeah. And cement. So like we use that to do it. Like, you know, you
figure out a way to do something out of giving the exactly. Yeah.
Greg, I go climb our tank, our water tank to do pull up.
Really?
You get like,
and you know if you fall, you go injure. So you have to do it right and come down. Exactly. And come down. You know, it pushes you to like, you know. Yeah, that's how life is.
That's how really life is. And then so I remember my family were like, guys, don't waste your time, man. This thing not gonna work for you. You understand?
You know,
like,
they come out.
Bro.
After doing that, you go in Gary.
I'm like, go follow Gary.
Negative
you look better than one pack. You drop up. The next day you go sit your sit-ups again and go laugh you.
You lift the lean.
You want yourself till one day, bro. I guess college with the school year, and now because of how much I tried my best to do things in Nigeria with the little I had here. I am never tired of working out. You get right? Because like I don't do this thing without nothing. You're like I don't force myself to.
You don't do inside them.
I do inside. I just plenty around me. Like I never go gym say. Why are they here? You understand, right? Anytime I go there, like I'm always excited to get there. So I see what you're saying. Like they can still do, but the most important thing is building that mindset for them, and that's what you.
Yeah, the mindset is everything for them, and that's what I try to do. Like I call a lot of them. If you have my WhatsApp number, that means I'm helping them. Like it's time to so I talk to all of them, and even the ones in America. I make sure they call me once a week so I can get hear from them. I talk to them about their grades. I make sure their school send me their grades too because like I said, basketball, you don't have to use basketball to basketball is a tool to get other things. If you injure your knee now and you have a degree, you can still get a job and have your normal life and be okay, So that's why, I do all that stuff.
That's dope. Have you ever seen any talent that got wasted, like basketball, like someone you knew that was good but just wasn't ready to put in the work and just died?
That happened. I think all of us have that in us in different areas for life. But I've seen a lot. And this is a funny story of my friend that when I was introduced to this basketball world, the guy was like my height, light skin, even big.
Yeah.
And I told him about this coach that's gonna help me. Like, guy, the way you take tall like this, if you play basketball, guy, the coach will even see you help you before you help me. But as far as you don't tall, I said I'll give you the number. And at that time I was still in Nigeria. It's not because I'd already there yet. There's an advantage. Yeah. I just kind of talk on the tell him because it was my classmate.
Yeah.
And I said, Ogbeni, no, me want just go school. I want just finish school for this Nigeria. Once I finish, I'll go meet my uncle for Spain, blah, blah, blah. I don't need all this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Not even up to a year, I left for America. Like, I just left, Then we met, I think, 2018 and all that stuff. I was like, it's like, Greg, how far? The opportunity is still there. I think go meet the coach. I'm like, Benny, you are old now, man. Are you crazy? 2013 to 2018. Like, how many years is that? You don't even do college. You don't graduate college. They tell me, say, I said, I told you now. I told you, like, bro, you're already old, like, you cannot do that. Not too late, Because America is your age and your school plays a role in, your in certain area of life, If you're 14 years, everybody know you are in high school, 18, 19, 20, you are in college. And by 22, 23, you are out. By 26, you want to ask me to play high school basketball. Ogbeni, calm down.
Yeah, you don't miss.
So, he missed out. And I think he still regrets it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other people like that, too, that, that I told that refused it. And now, they're all the ones. Even my friends, a lot of them, they're like, Benny, go school for Nigeria. I have to finish school for Nigeria. Not go. But a lot of them, I'm the one helping them to do get to school for their masters now.
Yeah.
Because, what I saw, they didn't see it at that time. So, they've gone through this, difficult phase. And now they're like, if I get the opportunity when you get that time, even though they say I go KG1, I will do it. I'm like, okay.
Life, man.
A lot of people miss out like that.
Yeah.
It's a choice,
Yeah, that's dope. So there's this saying that says, hard work beats talent. Yeah, right. Do you believe in that?
Hard work beats talent.
Yeah, hard work beats talent.
I'll say to some extent, extent, to some. But I've always been on the hard work side because our coaches, as an athlete, they preach all this stuff to your head. It's like there. But me, I'm on the talent side now, given the situation.
Gotcha.
Because when you have talent, things come so easy to you.
Yeah. Because
it's natural. Like you can still do the bare minimum
and still shine.
And still, like in America, you see people will go to club every day. Every day, and they graduate with a 4.0 chemical engineering. Like that's talent. That's talent. Their talent is being smart. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So hard work is like
staying up all night,
You
still go feel
you're letting people like even though you succeed.
Yep.
But there's it can just be a way to train yourself. But there's let me say you suffer to get it. That's what That's what I say. Hard work is when you suffer. To get it. So people are not telling you like you must suffer to no, I'd rather have that talent where like, if you click like this, things just happen.
It never
And just because you have talent doesn't make you lazy, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't make you lazy. So I'm on the talent side. Talent beats hard work, but work hard. That's what I would say, But still work hard.
Don't just sit on your talent.
When people say talent, like, a talent that's been put to use is not like, it's not wasted,
Yeah.
So, or both of them, have talent and work hard too. So let everybody draw. If that makes sense, hopefully that doesn't piss people off. But draw. Work hard and have the talent, or if you have both,
lucky for you.
If you have one of the two, you are still blessed. If you have the
blessed, two,
on your own.
Because your story is like, it's more of a hard work kind of story for me. Like with what I'm saying, you get it, right. Like, do you think you were talented with basketball, or it's something that you worked hard to, or was both?
For basketball, I'll say I work hard to get to the point I am right now, because it wasn't something I love. I play soccer. I don't even like touching the ball. It's like foul. It's like they touch the ball, handball. So even when we go to the field, when we go to this basketball gym, I'm always raising the ball, kicking it. Everybody's like, "Yo, are you sure you want to play this game?" But the fact I was able to, go to school, I have coaches, but I didn't really have like personal trainer that I go work out with. Like to get to the point I am, like I kind of taught myself a lot of things, and thank God for the height. They don't teach you how to block shots. Somebody will not tell you how to take something from the from the roof. So my height helped a lot, and I was very fast. I was N'Golo Kante. Like I don't get tired. Back when I was in high school. So when coaches see that, damn, this kid plays so hard. That's where the hard work comes. This kid plays so hard. A lot of coaches would rather have me than have somebody that can score a lot, because they know that
talented at scoring.
Yeah, some coaches will take me over that, because what a lot of these coaches do is that they make me run the floor. If that guy that can score, if I make him run after 2 quarters, the gas is empty. Now we get a chance to that's how we won all our games in high school, because our coach want us to play fast.
You be the secret
Make
weapon.
all these people run. Conditioning. And we know that a lot of these teams are not conditioned a lot. They just train, play basketball, but we run for field a lot, and that really, So I'll say hard work got me to where I am, or gave me the opportunities that I have. But also grace still there, because I pray everybody get small
forehead.
Lord, I anointed my head with oil, because the way why I say that is that the way some of the things have happened is like unimaginable. It's not something you plan for. We just say no, somebody is saying they don't play basketball. Nah, don't use basketball.
Go
Bring all your
America.
family. Come America. Even my dad now that did not support
don't
me.
support you.
That even want me to now he's like looking at me like, I don't even know what to do with you.
I know.
Oh, you don't bring this, you don't bring that, you don't bring that, you don't bring me that. Like only you bring all these people. Like who are you?
Who
Like,
are you?
like how they pay you?
All you day your head now.
So
Uroro dey pour.
I say it's God though. It's God and grace. So sometimes God chooses people to do certain things. So I think I was chosen for this.
Yes.
And I think it's grace, because I know if I usually say this example. If my older brother, for example, or my younger brother was in my position, I don't think he would have done what I've done. So everybody have their own. So I just feel like I was chosen to do this, and it feels good giving back. So
no one would have done it as good as you're doing it right now.
I don't even know the way I'm going to. That's the funny thing. Like I just don't want to waste going to Nigeria without doing something or changing lives. And I think everyone in my family is doing that. My younger brother too has a book drive that he does. So every school semester before school starts, sometimes we'll buy like 5,000 books. Go to different secondary school and like share it. Even if it's 2 or 3, we share it to these different secondary. Just a way to give back. And and when something good is happening in the future, it's because of some of the things you've done. So yeah,
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the academy. Like I know you made it sound easy and sweet, but like, I just want to know, like, what are some of the challenges you face? Like other than people that were not supposed to be there coming. Understand, right? Like, what are some other challenges you face in this whole process of starting this foundation?
There's a lot of challenges, and it's been very difficult. The challenge, the foundation has not, we've not made money from anybody. I've never collected donation from anybody. Everything is 100% funded by me. And let me not say 100, because I have some friends that like say, you try, take $100 or more. Help me. Some people did some of that stuff, but that challenge is some of the challenges to raise money. Because a lot of these coaches they come from different states. I have to like lodge them at a hotel, make sure their meals is covered, and we also have players from different states to have a place for all these people to sleep, because if you're doing a multi-day camp, everybody needs to have a place to make sure they are safe and all that stuff. Also shoes is not hard to get, but paying people from different states to ship it to you in itself, cost a lot. Then put all this together, then take it to New York, and then pay for them. So I'll say financially there's some challenges there. But also, now that I'm not there, a lot of the things that we've done now, like the gym that we fix and, the rim, like nobody does that, So, there's challenges for that. That's why I want to like build something that I know that, I can just always, fix whenever I want to fix, because I've tried to fix some of all these rims and they'll say, oh, you have to go through the government, you have to write this letter, you have to approve. So it was, those are some of the challenges, Also money too. I don't know, I mentioned money, but when these kids get scholarships, like some of the challenges is that the money to process all this scholarship. Because there's a lot of things to pay for, and a lot of these kids, their parents don't have money to pay for visa fee, because if you can get a scholarship, at least you still have money to process it. But financially, a lot of all these kids that and I've paid for a lot of them in the past. Some of the schools I've also helped paid, but we have some challenges. So I think my foundation is to just help close that hole. We want to make sure we have all the support that we want. We have to the last one that I did, I even went to the government house to make sure, I, tell it to the commissioner of sports, see what I'm doing, because I feel like, so they can, assist. Don't give me your money. Like, you can assist us by,
covering the things.
Have every schools have basketball courts, in their, we need more courts, because when I wanted to do the first camp, Uniben said they would charge me $250K a day. I'm like, excuse me, I just shipped 150 shoes from America, my own money. I want to give out all these shoes for free. I want to impact all these kids, and you want to charge me. Like, we don't want situations where like, somebody's doing something but we end up using a separate place. So we want a situation where there's like more, we want to promote sports because it's the only way out now. If we know kids are talented, they are passionate about soccer, basketball, track, I believe that, Nigeria will be better today, because Nigeria has too many talent that are getting wasted, and there's no place, no opportunity. I know a lot of people that are so fast, they will beat a lot of people that year, but they cannot even come to America. They cannot go to, so we need to make sure we set up all this stuff so that, future generations, that's why I say catch them young. Future generation will have access to all these things. Amusement park, all those little things so that you need as a child to grow up, develop certain things. We need them. So, my plan is to also go to a lot of schools. I did that this last time. Went to a lot of schools, I pick out some top players like, why don't you guys have basketball courts here? Like, you need it for all these kids, My plan is to introduce this into like schools slowly in the future, so that it will be part of their curriculum. Not just soccer, entire sports. They don't do anything. Basketball too.
That's nice. So you've set the problem, and I know one of the solutions is like giving, but like what do you think you would need to be able to for example, going to the schools and picking people and telling them to do what kind of assistance, or what do you think you would need from people to bring these things to reality?
I mean, funding, like I said, was the
100%
was the first part. Or you also need like-minded people. People have to be interested in doing all this stuff, because I don't put money first. In terms of like what I do, there's no benefits. None of these kids' parents have ever given me $1, $1. So you need people that are passionate about helping, these kids. You should be like a dad that want to make sure your son eats before you eat. We need people like that, in different places. And so if you can get those people, it's easy to do. I think there's something called Meta Sport Africa that that's kind of doing something similar that I'm doing, and they're still working on it. They're trying to expand from Senegal to Nigeria, and I'm one of their guy that can help coordinate that. What else do I think we need? It's basically that's basically the biggest one. You know, structures, the government,
the government to be on our
we need the government. You know, we need donors, shoes. You know, we want to make sure all these people are in school, not just I know a lot of people that you sent to the embassy and they cannot even introduce themselves. They cannot even talk about where they are going, all that stuff. Yeah. And those of them that are not in school, if they have like handwork, make sure they are doing something. Just empower them.
And how can people be part of this? If people want to give, people want to assist, where can they go to? Who can they meet?
Although we're not done with the whole, it's a slow process.
Yeah.
If the foundation is fully running, and all that stuff, it will have its own, place where people can donate to, and all that stuff. But for now, nothing. People cannot. You don't send me cash, But I plan to make it big, and put more people into it, spread their awareness, because I know a lot of people are willing to give and do a lot of stuff, but they just don't know who are the right means.
Who are the right means, people
so
to give to.
The goal is to make sure, it's fully set up, and we spread the word and continue to build. I want it to be like a brand name, it should be a brand, because it's so genuine. There's nothing in it. It's like I don't know if we're out of time.
No, keep going.
But it's so genuine. Like there's certain joy. Like if you I know Nigeria is so bad right now, but there's certain joy in doing this stuff, because if one person can change their household, and then it spread to the community, and then it spread to states, different regions. So that's the key thing that I'm keen on. So that's why anybody that wants to be part of it will genuinely know that it's not for like some profit, or everybody's trying to make something out of it. You have to be genuinely trying to give, because even if you look like we are running away from Nigeria, we are not running. We are only living to get certain mindset, mentality,
and bring it back.
Connections, and bring them back. That's why I'm willing to help a lot of kids come here and give them the opportunity. Now they go back and change their family. Guess what? If I help 7 people come to America this year, that's no. I'm not. I'm not saying 7. Now those 7 people go back and help their family. Guess what? Life is slowly changing. So that's the main thing behind this whole thing. So I pray that God give us strength to continue. God give us more support. I want it to be a name that when you go to the embassy, like, oh yeah, I went to this camp. I got a scholarship. They'll be like, okay, we know this person.
We know these people.
We know these people. That's why the government needs to be part of it, so that
so it's easier.
It's easier, because when there's opportunity, I don't have to bring everybody here for school. Let's say we can organize a team of like 20 players, and bring them to America. Let them come and compete with people here. Some of them can compete and then get scholarship for themselves. All of that stuff. We want to make sure these processes are like very easy, because there's some challenges.
Yeah. I like that. I know you've already spoken about the future, what you want to do, but I just want to throw this question at you. So what's the 5 years from now? Like, where do you see GE Basketball Academy? Like, what's the goal? What's the vision?
I think it'll be fully running and organized. I think I want to connect it to schools. Like kids can be going to certain schools and just be practicing at my academy. My academy is to like the next step. My academy is the next step. So the plan is to go hunt talents. Now it's not like, I don't want it to be like an everybody thing, because I've seen like all these 35 years old men, they'll just sit down with all these kids. I'm like, sir, you are not part of this for children, So I want it to be like
America.
I want it to be more like a talent thing. Right now, there's one kid that I brought last year. His name is Oswin Erunse. I think he's ranked number 24 in the country.
Are you serious?
So number 24 in the country. So now he's made a name for himself. now he's getting exposed.
That's the guy I saw you with, right? That you brought to the gym the other day.
Also, no, that one. No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
So, and this kid is from Edo State, Benin City. And this kid is somebody that after the camp, he just said, bros, give me your number. So smart kid. Like, he was the only person that said, I need your number. I will not let you go.
I will not let
Giannis is my favorite player, but I want you to be my mentor, know, all of that stuff. So the kid is here now, and he's ranked number 24. So if that kid makes it to the NBA right now, his family's life has changed. And, other people around him will still be okay. Like, if we want to go do, like, a camp in Nigeria, come and talk to the kids. Come here. Tell them how you started, So in 5 years, I want to make sure, like, we have talent, because it's part of something I'm planning to do. I want to be like an agent, and also represent these kids. Not only giving them back. We hunt the talents early,
give them good contracts for them,
and then we kind of guide them. Because I don't know if we have time to talk about certain things we went through.
That will be part 2.
So that will be part 2. Not just bringing them here. We have to guide them to make sure every one of them are doing well and in life, and succeed. So that's the big plan for the next 5 years. I think by the end of this year, it should be fully set up.
Amen.
But that's my 5 years plan to make sure.
I love it.
We're generating some of the best. And our connections are getting expanded. Because if we're big now, Nike can be sponsoring us. There's a foundation in Benin. They call them A2S, Access to Success, and they always, Steph Curry's dad was the was the teammate of the guy that runs that camp. So now that camp, they have connections with Under Armour. So when they do camp, all the kids wear the same shoes, the same jersey. Wow. Now because they have Under Armour, now they can bring coaches from abroad. They fly them over to Nigeria to do this camp. If I do a camp now, I see like 5-6 white coaches with me. None, and then they are like exposing themselves to this kid, telling them like. There's something I want to say. Like, you have no idea. Like, if you get a shoe from abroad, like a coach gave you a shoe, it felt like God touched you directly.
Like Mike now.
You cannot you cannot forget the feeling. And then when you have all these people coming to like inspire our kids, like remind them, like some of these kids. I know there's so much to talk about.
I know. No, you're doing an amazing job,
it's
man.
So crazy. It's crazy. So
it sounds little, but you've done a lot too.
Oh, I've forgotten the people I've actually brought. I've forgotten a lot of them.
Yeah.
But this year, more than 10 of them have already came to America. Wow. And we've also had a lot of like bad deniers. They've denied a lot of people that have also helped. I think they've denied like the last 6 or 7 that went. Yeah. Inside like within the last 3 weeks. Yeah. But they'll go back.
Yeah.
So I've brought a lot of people, and I plan to keep doing that, but the right way. Not like not you have to do it the right way. Yeah, I don't like anything shady because.
Like Shady Baba.
Shout out to Shady B. Happy birthday. Yeah. So that's the plan.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's amazing.
I don't know if I missed anything, but
oh man, so far you've touched a lot, man. You've touched it. But if you miss anything, we'll come back again. You understand? If you get time, we'll come back.
Yeah.
One last question.
Okay.
If you could advise that younger you, that 12 years old, 13 years old you, based on what you've seen now in life, if you could sit with him, and this is also an advice for 12 years old listening, what advice would you give to him?
It's good to be very smart. If I knew what I knew now 12 years ago, Elon Musk will be running because our network will be the same. But to be honest, like if you know certain things that you knew at 12 years, I think I would have started early.
Yeah.
Thank God that situation will never happen.
Yeah.
Never happen. Even if we are just advising ourselves.
Yes.
But I would have started early. I would have worked harder. Like, it feels like I work hard, but
you still knew.
I still feel like I did not work hard enough. I still feel like I didn't work hard enough because I know people that I feel like I'm better than. I've done so much better than that are making more money than me currently. Like, I feel like I could have done more. I could have went to the right school. I didn't think I went to the wrong school, but I could have went to the right school. The right school is where everything clicks. Not like, don't go to a school where it's just about the education or the experience. You don't go to Ivy League that then you are not.
You're not.
Go to a school.
I count Ivy League.
Yeah. Go to a school where you play basketball, get a good education. Like there should be a balance between both, where everything works well. So
that's not really about the education. Education is there, but also thinking about your basketball career. How can we grow you and promote you?
Yeah. The reason I even mention education is because I kind of put some schools, bigger than others. Like, don't go to a big school because it's big. Go to a school where you fit in. Where you fit. You play, you have good relationship with coaches, your classes are okay, everything. Because, a lot of us at that time, you see, I'm wearing Illinois. I went to this school because, I love the school, but I went there because I was like, my family can be coming to this game. It's one of the biggest school. I'll be on ESPN. All those kind of feeling, you start, I graduated from this school, but it's not really that, because sometimes your talent might not be enough at that school, or your talent might not materialize at that school. You can go to a big school and play 10 minutes a game. And play small. Or you can go to a small school and beat the guy. One of the guy that when you go to the school in the future, they'll be like, he's the highest rebounder, he's the highest goal scorer, and you get more opportunities come from that professionally, because like we discussed the other day, if you go to a small school and like average 20 points, 5 rebounds, or go to a big school and average 7 points, 7 rebounds, when it's time professionally, they'll still look at you. They'll say, oh wow, this guy can really score, can really ball. There's a lot of that. So if I could advise myself, I'll just work hard, trust my instinct. I think trusting your instinct, and I know I trust my instinct, and that has helped. That has took me to where I'm at today. So I will tell myself that I did a lot of things I did were right. A lot of things that I did were right, and I do blame myself sometimes. I still tell myself that I wish I started doing the things I'm doing now early. I do blame myself sometimes, but it's not my fault because you have to grow through that growth stage. So that's it.
Sometimes we don't even have the resources for those.
We don't have the resources.
We don't have it. So.
If it was money, if it was about money, I don't think anybody that I brought would be in America today. I know money is very important, but it wasn't about money. Money cannot buy you visa, like in some countries, but it wasn't about money. There's actually something in passion. There's love for the game. There's love for family. Changing lives and all that stuff. Those are things that I count. That I see that are most valuable. Wow. So yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for that was a very good advice, man. Honestly, start early. Follow your instincts, work harder. Like, I think it's something that we all can relate with, and I 100% bet my listeners too. Y'all can 100% relate this. Understand, right? Start early, man. Don't waste time.
Trust yourself.
Trust yourself. Go out there and make it happen.
Make it happen. It's so true. It's so true. I don't know if I have time to say this.
Say.
It's so true. That's why during the interview I said, if God has chosen someone else, for example, maybe they would not have done what I've done. When my dad beat us when we go play games like soccer, all those kind of things, my brother will not play the next day out of respect. But guess what I do? I go back. That's the instinct I'm talking about. Sometimes, let your, you can be stubborn. I was the stubborn guy at the house. That's how they frame me. But I don't think I was stubborn. But why were you stubborn? Because you want to follow your own instinct. I must do this. I must do this. Sometimes you have to push back.
You have to
to like get to where you want to go. Because if you are just being like 100%, like your dad don't want to play basketball, you say okay. Don't want to do this, okay. Don't want to do this, okay. Your dad will be like, you must be a doctor, okay. Like, so follow yourself. And I think that stubbornness led me to this place. And that stubbornness has done a lot of good wonders.
That your father is proud of you for.
That the stubborn father now. No, I'm kidding. I love my dad a lot, but now he's proud and all that stuff. So follow your instincts. It's very important. Follow, listen to yourself, talk to yourself, communicate with yourself. and all that things will happen.
I love that, man. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the podcast. Hey guys, stay tuned. Okay, once we get any more information about the foundation and how we can be part of it, let us please is the least we can do. It doesn't matter. Old shoes, new shoes,
anyone, soccer shoes, anything.
It's saving life back home. You understand? It's literally fulfilling dreams. It's not even life, dreams.
Yep.
It's making people's dreams. You understand, right? So let us not hesitate. Also, can you give us your Instagram? For you and also for the brand.
I think my Instagram is Greggory _11. So the Instagram of the academy is on my Instagram. Yeah. So it's very easy to identify. Okay. Follow me. I follow everybody back. Let's try and change. Let's try and change. Nigeria. Let's change lives. And sorry to add, I've had coaches that saw what I did, and they promised that, yo, let me know when you're going next, I will come.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said that. And so you guys follow me, and if you know anybody, if you know any school, or if you're part of a school that give out shoes or you donate shoes, I can collect shoes. Doesn't matter how many I can collect them.
You'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
No
excuse.
No excuse.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for listening. Greg,
thanks you so much for having me. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for doing what you do too, everything. Man. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes. And guys, happy Columbus Day. Stay blessed.